Welcome to Building a Dinosaur Battle Royale Season 1, Episode 5. First off, by the way, the Swamp POI has now been named. I had two name suggestions, Riverbend Swamp and Swampy Roads. Personally, I like Swampy Roads better, it fits better, so that's what we'll be choosing. In today's episode, we'll be working on this big area over here by Spawn Island. I decided that I'm going to start out with making everything kind of grassland because I feel like this is what I'm going to turn it into. I'm not really sure how I want to make it grassland exactly yet. It might honestly just be herbivore food and that's it. You know what? That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to just make the base all ground leaf. I'll put a bunch of ground fiber mixed in with it as well. And then we'll probably move on to tall fiber and tall leaf nearby the coastline. And this is kind of how the plains is turning out so far. I decided that I want to put a giant rock in the center of the plain. Not really sure why. I just kind of thought it might look cool, and maybe I can do something else with it. I also kind of decided to expand it more towards the ground so it's less of a drop-off, but it still kind of is a drop-off. And then I kind of had an idea. Why not make the land kind of like go into the rock like this? I mean, it doesn't look great right now, but it will fix it later. But why do this? To add water, obviously. We're going to go ahead and add a bunch of water in here, and then we're going to make a waterfall coming out of the rock, so this is kind of like where the water systems in the plains biome are basically going to come from. Kind of like how the other water systems come from the mountain ranges. I also tried to build this, and I realized they're not at the same level, so I'm going to have to redo all of this, which is annoying, but whatever. I do get it eventually, and it looks pretty good. With that, it's time to add the waterfall, which is kind of a challenge because I don't really know how to make it look good without it just being stupid, but eventually I do get it, and I think it looks pretty good, but I want to try to make it a little better, and eventually I get something that I think is alright. With that done, it's time to smooth out the river, which is kind of hard because it like ruins the river and it's very annoying, so I have to add water back, which makes it more rough again. It's kind of a process, but eventually I do get it to look alright. And with that, that's the new plain biome now complete. Now, the only thing that the plains biome now needs is a good name, so please leave good name suggestions down below. Also for the canyon too, that still hasn't gotten a name, by the way. Anyways, that's it. Goodbye.